Are you sick and tired of constantly hearing about forgiveness in the self-development world and how it makes you a better person and how it makes you a more enlightened person, maybe? Yet for some reason you're not able to get to that place where you have completely and truly forgiven those who have wronged you, and consequently you start judging yourself and you start maybe hating yourself for not being able to get to that place. If this is you, if this is something you have been struggling with, get your cup of coffee and let's talk this over. So let's first speak about some basic points regarding forgiveness, okay? Number one, forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person. Whether that person knows that they have done you wrong, whether they realize it or not, whether they ask for your forgiveness or not, that is totally irrelevant. It has nothing to do with them. It has all to do with you. Number two, forgiveness is not a blessing you bestow upon someone. It is not a gift you give to them. You are not releasing their karma, because chances are karma is going to bite them in the ass, whether you forgive them or not. It has nothing to do with your act of forgiveness. And, the last thing, forgiveness does not mean that you should accept the person again in your life. It does not mean that you condone what they have done upon you, and it does not mean that you deserved it or you brought it upon yourself. So let's just be clear that the essence of forgiveness is all about releasing the emotional charge around the experience. That is all what forgiveness is. It is transforming a negatively charged situation, like emotionally charged situation, into a lesson. And that is why when you keep the lesson, when you get to that wisdom, you keep the lesson, you don't need to have that person again in your life. It doesn't mean that you should, just be okay with their behavior or what they have done upon you. So moving into that idea of releasing the emotional charge, when we are not able to do that, we won't be able to forgive. You can't come to your nervous system and tell your nervous system, okay, this intensely charged experience, I want to move from, feeling angry about it and sad, maybe feeling like injustice has been done upon me, into forgiveness, just like that, just because I decided I have to do it, just because it makes me a better person. It doesn't work like that. Your nervous system is going to be, say what? You want to move me from being loaded with all of these negative emotions like anger, frustration, rage maybe, despair, sadness, into a feeling of forgiveness just like that? No, I'm not going to cooperate. This is not how I am engineered. I can't do that. And so I think that this is the point that you are missing in your forgiveness process. This is what we are missing that makes things harder for us. We are not working with our nervous system. We are discounting the fact that our nervous system, due to that experience, is loaded with negative emotions, and it just can't, just like that, move into feelings of ease and forgiving. And so the best thing you can do is to start with releasing the emotional charge around the situation, meaning allowing the feelings to surface and release them. Maybe you can ask someone to hold space for you while you express them. You talk them out, you speak them out, you cry them out, you scream them out. Maybe you want to write them out. Maybe you want to dance them out or paint them or run them out. Whatever works for you as a process of releasing these emotions, feeling them first so that they can be released, being engaged in that intention of wanting to experience the feelings so that they are released. Because these feelings, they just want to be felt, okay? And when you feel them, you allow them to be released. You don't have to be scared of the intensity of these emotions. It does not by any way mean that you are a bad person for having these emotions. You have to be in total acceptance of any and all of these emotions, whatever they could be, even rage and anger. You know that you have the right to have these feelings due to that experience. So allow yourself to feel them, let them surface, be in witness of these feelings from a place of being in total acceptance of these emotions. Do not judge them. And when you are in witness of these emotions, you allow them to surface, and you don't really indulge. So you don't take them into a negative extreme. You're just allowing them to come up, be present, to exist, to be felt, and this is how they go. This is how they are released. You just have to give them a vehicle in which they are felt, so that you allow your nervous system to release them. And this is how you work in alignment with your nervous system to support the forgiveness process. You can also use something like EFT. I have used it before, and it's an effective way in allowing your nervous system to feel and be in acceptance of these emotions. I also invite you to reach out and let me tell you more about the science-based tools and techniques that I teach my clients, because these techniques really work in alignment with the physiology of the nervous system to support the nervous system, to expand its capacity to really support you in any healing process that you are doing. When you build your nervous system's resilience, when you build its strength, it will support really any healing journey that you are going through. And so do reach out and let me tell you more about these tools and techniques. And if forgiveness is something that you have been struggling with, these techniques would definitely help you a lot. And also you can remove from your mind the idea of having a deadline to forgive someone. You can be willing to forgive someone. You don't have to forgive someone like within, I don't know, like a week or a month or a year. There's no timeline on your healing process. Forget the idea of deadlines. You will forgive whenever you're emotionally and mentally ready. But supporting your nervous system will help you to get to that place really faster. And also being willing to forgive when you're not able to do that, just stating that I'm willing to forgive would definitely open doors for you to even like explore different healing modalities. But you know, these techniques that I teach, they are super easy and super effective in supporting really any healing process that you are going through.